what was Dr. Kalam like as a teammate and a guy beyond his professional achievements? Also, an attached question is, why did he become Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam?
No, but Kalam was not alive when he saw the rocketry.
No, I'm saying you worked with him.
Yeah.
You were his teammate.
Yes.
When you work with someone, you get to know a lot more about them than the world knows. That's my question to you. How was he?
I think you should make this question a little more clear.
If we've met today,
Yeah.
we've spoken,
Yeah.
you've gotten to know me a little bit.
Yeah. Much about it. Yeah.
Okay. My heart. You got to work for such a long duration with him.
Yes.
My question is, what did you get to learn about him?
Yeah, actually, I can give you a typical example that he first of all, he is a very good person, nice person, very good person. Absolute inch by inch, he's a gentleman. This is number one. Number two, he had a foresight, which is unbelievable. I can tell you one example which will explain to you more about Kalam. I'm thankful to you that you asked this question. You see, in the year 1967, I remember that. That is about approximately 33 plus 60, 56 years back. Okay. Kalam and myself, we were together in the, what you call, the payload integration group. We never had a defined job other than the payload to be integrated with the rockets. The payload will come once in a blue moon, and then other times we had no job, honestly. So we wanted to do some job, and then we found out various jobs, which includes the D2 rocket, which is a 3-inch diameter rocket. Now today we have a 3-meter diameter rocket. Okay, then liquids, absolutely no question about it. Nobody knows what is liquids. So he immediately came with an idea that who knows, tomorrow we will be making very big rockets. Now these rockets are to be recovered. He didn't say payload. He said the rockets may have to be recovered for reuse. So why not we do some experiment on that? None of us. He said, we don't have a rocket for us to recover. Even a 3-inch rocket, it goes and it dances. It's nothing big about it. But then he designed with, of course, myself and Mr. Sudhakar, Mr. C.R. Satya and Mr. M.K. Abdul Majid. These are the 4 or 5 persons. We were together. We designed a system. The system is a canister which will resemble a rocket body. It's 1 foot diameter and about 2 feet long. In that canister, we had a parachute and a float and a cable which is tying around the parachute and a cable cutter in that. And there is a lid, and then the lid has to be opened with that. So there is a pressure cartridge. All those things were packed. Now this packing, we don't have a rocket to take it to that height. Idea was to drop it from a height, receive it at the Arabian Ocean, like what we did in the Gaganyaan. So we took it by an aircraft. That aircraft is nothing other than Pushpak aircraft, which is a 2-seater. This belongs to a flying club. In that, Sudhakar was the second fellow, and the first fellow is Dr. Krishnan. He was a pilot. I remember very well all those things. Then he took off. At that altitude, he dropped the canister from there. There is a timer integrated into the canister. The moment you release the timer will start working. So at 5 seconds or so, the timer initiated the lid. The lid was blasted off. Then the entire parachute tied up all came out. Then after 10th second, the cable cutter was initiated. The cable which was tying around the parachute was cut off. Then the parachute got deployed, and the entire parachute was coming slowly, landing on the Arabian Ocean, Arabian Sea, of course. And then there was a float which comes around, and then of course there was not a Navy ship awaiting this. There was a boat, a fisherman's boat went and picked up this. This all experiment took place in the year 1967. Now, you tell me what was his foresight. What he did at that time became a reality after 53 years. So, I am saying that will explain to you who is Kalam to you.
Hmm.
Okay?
Very futuristic.
Very, very futuristic. Very, very futuristic. And he's a great, great person.
What was he like to just chill with?
He doesn't drink beer anyway. To chill with means, one another joke is that he called me one day and then said, Nambi, tomorrow onwards we are going to become wet. Wet means that the beer shops and then liquor shops are all going to be opened. I also thought, okay, this man is going to drink or something. Then I thought, yes, Kalam, tomorrow the Kerala state becomes wet. That means prohibition is lifted. Then next day and 2 days afterwards, I asked Kalam, don't you think that you have to? He said, who will go? I never go nearer to that. So but the one thing is that he will crack a joke and he will never, not even smile. He will keep walking. Now you have to understand and then you have to smile. So he's a good fellow to work with, nice chap. And he's the first person, when I conducted the test in France, 1985, December 12th, I remember the date, he congratulated me.
Yeah.
Because he was not very hopeful of the liquid system at that time. So he called me and then said, congratulations, you have done it.
That scene is there in the movie.
Yeah. Something. So that explained to you who is Kalam.
Okay. What was going on in his mind most of the time, according to you?
After he became president, his problems were generally not away from space-related matters. Once he was out of space, he went to DRDO. Then he became the, advisor to the defense ministry and then to the prime minister, then became the president. And he was all the time occupied on issues which are unrelatable to space-related matters. Once he was talking about, I was there in his company, he was telling that these borders of Sri Lanka fisherman boat and our fisherman boat, why not we find a mechanism by which you cross the border, then you must have a signal telling you that you are crossing the border, some kind of a thing. Like that, he used to see global methods. See, what I'm sure bothered him is that the fight between these two fishermen all the time, and then he is worried about
my fish.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's always problem solving.
Actually, the most interesting thing is the fishermen alone fight with each other. Because unfortunately or fortunately, that area you get a lot of fish. It appears.
Okay. What I am sensing from what you're saying about him is that he was always a thinker and a student of science, like for a very long time, even in his political career.
Yeah. He was never a political person. According to me, he was never a political person.
Was he happy in politics?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I don't think that he was in fact, he is not comfortable with. Have you quoted any political decision made by him? I don't think so. I don't think any. Is there any political decision made by him as president or?
Not that I remember. Plus, I was too young when he was the president.
Actually, I don't know. At least I think that he is unfit to be a political person.
Okay. Why did he take on that political role then?
He thought that things which he couldn't do as a space engineer, he could do there as, in fact, he was telling me in an indirect language, finds it a little uncomfortable because he is not free to move around. He is not free to go around, things like that. He was jokingly telling, who will take on me? There's so much of security around me, I feel uncomfortable. Like that he was telling.
So he was in politics to basically enable things for the world of Indian science.
Honestly, I don't know whether you are right in using the word politics with respect to him, because as a president, is it necessary that he should be a politician?
I think you're in that general domain of being around politicians.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just asking this question. Yeah.
Again, I don't know myself as well, but that's what I assume, sir. That's how Delhi works generally. You know, everyone's in that same Lutyens area.
Possibly,
You're meeting like the other politicians. That energy is rubbing off on you.
Yeah, but I think he was not a politician. According to me, he was not a politician. But he is a fair person. He won't join the ruling party or the non-ruling party or something. If at all, if he has decided something, It will be in the interest of the nation.
Yeah.
That's all he will do.
That's how he's remembered.
Yeah.
Like so many of these guys were Gen Zs, born after 2000. I don't think they were old enough to even remember him being the president, but we've heard about APJ Abdul Kalam.
Actually, there are so many things we were thinking about it. For example, you work there in the office for more than 3 days continuously. After all, you don't have a guest house, you don't have anything. You have to sleep on the table, you have to sleep on the beach. And then after third or fourth day, you say, Kalam, I want to go home and then come back tomorrow, or after an hour or two. Then he will look at you as if some sky has fallen down. He will look at you like this, very sad. Okay, if you want to go, you go. After that answer, you will never feel like going.
God. Passion for the work.
Passion for the work, yes.
Okay.
Yes.